all the listeners in the advanced topic. Okay, yeah. So let's see, listeners. Okay, so right, visual history. So this is the only one listener. You can see the request and response. 1 minute. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, so in Visual Tree only you can able to see the request and response. Request means what you are sending to the server, and response means what server is getting back to us. Okay, so in this sample result you will see in the high level way, like what is the response time, what is the size in bytes, latency, these things. Okay, but mainly we use the Visual Tree for to see the response. Okay, but if you are doing the load test like more than for more than 10 20 users, right? So don't prefer this viewer registry. Why? Because it will take a lot of memory from your system. Okay, this is for the starting phase, whether our script is working properly or not, whether fetching the session IDs are properly or not, whether we're doing the parameters properly or not. To check these type of things, only use the visual registry. Once you're done with the script, like you enhance the script in a manner way such that what you're expecting, then fine, disable the visual registry, then run for the more number of users. Okay, you can run with the more number of users with enabled state, but it will take a lot of memory. If your system is high confirmation, then it's fine. Otherwise, it won't be a good. Okay, yeah, that is a visual registry. Okay, let's see. So next one is the visual table. So in the name itself, table results in a table format. So here you will see the each records data statistics, but you can't see the request and response. Okay, so 90% of the time we will prefer this visual table only. Okay, if you compare to visual history, this visual table won't take the much memory because it is simple, so it won't take the much memory. Okay, so let's understand each and every column wise here, right? So sample means the count. Okay, if you see the 19 means okay, so total nine requests are executed, 9 requests are sent to the server. Okay, start time. Start time means once I clicked on the run button, right? So that would be the start time here. So for the second call, it see there is some time gap, 58 and this 4 minutes gap. Is it?
Right.
Yeah. So if you see the response of this first record, so what is response time? So this home page has been waited for the to get fetch the server response. So in this time, the server has sent the response. Is it
Right.
right? So yeah, if you add this 3.9 seconds to this time, you will get this second sample start time
All right.
because request will be executed sequential for a particular user.
Okay.
So if home page didn't finish the execution, then login won't be go to the server. It will be waited for the home page to complete the transaction.
Right.
Yeah. So that is the start time here. So can you tell me the what would be the end time of this record, 19th record? End time of
It's
this
not clearly
request.
visible. 1921 32 plus
What
3
it's
minutes.
Okay, that's plus 3 seconds. It is
3.
millisecond, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay,
this is
3
the
seconds.
sample time. Yeah, that's right. We got this concept right. Start time and is very, very important. So when we'll add the
Right.
timers, right? Timers concept, we will get to know clearly.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thread name means thread group name. If we have two thread groups, then the left side of this one is the thread group count. See, left side one, the first one.
Okay.
Okay. Second one is the user count. So let's run with the users. You know, right? What is users here? Everything. So let's see. See, right side is the user count.
Right.
Okay. So if you want to compare all these requests, then compare in the user wise. See, this is a one user, right? So compare all the requests in the one users, one user request. Don't compare one request and one two request. If you want to compare all the request level, then compare in the user level, not in the script level. Okay, and you
Okay.
know, if you run with the some 3 or 4 users, right? They will execute in the parallel. So all the
Right.
user will start the home page at parallel. But in the each user view, the request will execute in a
Right.
sequential way.
Okay.
You got the concept right? Parallel and sequential is very, very important. Right? Yeah.
No, not much. Can you
Yeah.
explain me again?
Yeah. See, suppose if you have 5 requests,
Right.
if you run it for one user, then after home page only the login page will be executed. After login page only post login will be executed. After post login only this, like, it will be sequential way. The one user.
Right.
Yeah. So the post login won't be executed before than the list login page or home page.
Correct.
Right? It will be executed in sequential way. Suppose now you are giving the here 3 users. So 3 users means JMeter will start all the users at same time. It's in parallelly.
All the users at the same time. Okay.
Right. So first user and second user, third user will start the home page. Obviously.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So but if you compare in the fraction of seconds, the first user will be the first any time. It will be like seconds matter.
Right.
Yes, right? So if you can see this table, see these three are started home page, and the first one started login page, second one,
Right.
right? So if you want to compare all these requests, like if you want to check in the it is sequential or not, right? So you need to check in the user view. So this is a one user. So in the first user home page, fine. First user login page, fine. First user post login, it's fine. So like see, what could be see? Okay, I'll tell you one example. Okay, see, here login page is there, right? This
Yeah.
seventh one. So like most of the people will get confused why the post login was executed before the login page.
Because it's for the third user and the other
Yeah.
one is for the first user.
Yes, yes. But most of the people like who are at basic level, they will get confused here. That's why I want to explain this
Right.
particular way. You got it now? So we have to compare in the user level. Okay?
Right.
Yeah. So label. So
Yeah.
label the name of the request simply. Now, this is sample time. So in the JMeter, sample time equal to load time equal to response time. Both are same. Both all the response times only.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah. So the by default unit is a millisecond in the JMeter.
Right.
Okay? Yeah. Status means green. Okay. So here we won't believe this one. I told you, right? We have to check the response whether it's getting success or not.
Okay.
Okay. Now next bytes. Bytes is the like how much data it have used to fetch the response. See, if you download 1 GB of document, it will take some 1.2 GB, right, of your internet data.
Right.
The same way, the bytes here also same way. How much data that this call has taken to get the response from the server.
Okay.
Got it? Bytes means the data, MB data. That's it, simply.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Next, latency. So just tell me what is the latency?
The time taken for the group to fetch the request response back.
Time taken.
For the thread group user 1 to fetch the homepage response
Yeah, time taken is
back
first
from the
packet.
server.
First packet.
First
The
packet.
time taken by the first packet to reach from server to the client.
Client.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're getting these values are high, it means there was a delay
Yeah.
in the network.
Okay.
Okay. I told you right, the acceptable latency values are 3 millisecond to 4 millisecond. Sorry. Yeah. Point. Yeah. 300 milliseconds to 500 milliseconds. The acceptable values of latency. So here
All right.
these calls is like very is equal response time approximately. See 790, 790, 827, 827, 767, 752. It's like very limited packets. That's why we are getting the latency values close to us response time.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, connect time. Do you remember about connect time? Why the zero? Did I told you? Did I tell you about this thing?
No.
Okay. So connect time. So initially, see the client and server architecture is there, right? So client don't know about the server initially. Is it?
Client no doesn't know about the server.
Yes, because client don't know what are the parameters we need to the server to get the proper response. Because see, there are
Right.
different type of servers, so it can accept only some protocols. It won't accept all the protocols. There is something like there. So in the general, what will happen? There will be a connection handshake at the first time. Okay, connection
Right.
handshake means it's first time it will send some request to the server like which type of data do you need, which protocols you will accept, such type of things. Then server will get back to
Yeah.
client. I need the data in this format. So then only
Okay.
the client will send the data in the same way initially. That we call connection handshake.
Okay.
Okay, it will be done by the first time only. For the second time onwards, client know this. Okay, what type of parameters servers know. So it won't happen for second time. It will directly send the data.
Right.
Okay, so that's why if you see zeros means this is for the second time, right? Because it's already done with the first time. So second time also you get the zeros only.
Right.
You got it? So this is a connect time.
Yeah.
So yeah, in this view of the table, you need to concentrate on the response time and latency because see, we need to submit the report to the client, right? So we can't give all the metrics available in the JMeter. Okay, we will customize the reports. Obviously, we will send it to the client only what he can understand and what are the useful reports only.
Okay.
So from this view of the table, we will take the response time and latency.
Right. The sampler time and the latency.
Yes, yeah, sample time and latency. So in the visual table, you need to consider these two things only.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the latency. So visual table. Okay. Next
Yeah. Yeah.
important one is the aggregate report.
Okay.
Okay. So aggregate report means it will combine all the requests with the name, filter on the name. See, in the variable table, it will give each individual records call. Each user request it will give in the user view in the request level. Okay. Aggregate report means it will combine all the calls on the based on the name. See how many home pages we
Right.
have? 3. So it will combine a request based on their name. Suppose if you generating these pages on the some dynamic values.
Right.
So if you keep, yeah, then what will happen? Then we will get in the single call like various table, because the names are different way. So we'll get all the single call records.
Right.
Okay, so that is the one advantage. Aggregate report means it will combine all those things. Okay,
Right.
so here we need to concentrate on these 4 things: median, 90%, 95%, 99%. These are the very important things in the performance testing or performance level in any way. These 4 values: median, 90%, 95%, 99%. I will tell you in a clear way how JMeter also calculating. I will tell you the formulas, everything, but you need to understand this much very well. Okay, because this is being very
Okay.
important
Okay.
to us, right? Like that. So let's start. So assume that you have a one request in our script. Okay. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, I'm there.
Yeah. Okay. So assume that you have one request. So you run it for the 10 users.
Mm.
Okay.
Right.
So you will get 10 values. So each value is for each user.
Right.
Okay. So assume that you get 3.3, 3.1, 3.12, 2.99. Two point nine five, 0.22, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So you got the 10 values. So in the JMeter or in any performance testing, if you want to compare of the all the users, Tanya, if you don't mind, can you reduce the volume of TV?
Okay. TV
Yeah.
volume. Volume.
Yeah. I think it is TV only.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. She said this.
Yeah, it's been dominating our voice.
Yeah. How about now?
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Yeah. So if you
Yeah.
want to compare
Okay.
of the request of the all the users, no issues. Like if you want to compare the request of the other users, just compare home page of the other users. Don't compare home page values with the login page values.
Okay.
Got it? So because this
Yeah.
request is same, that's why we are comparing for all the users. Okay. So here also I'm taking for the one request values on. So I have a run the script, got the response time like this in the variables table. Assume that. Okay. So here you are seeing right average. So average means we have 3 values here. So for the 3 values, the average is 813 home base.
Right.
So let's go to variables table. Let's check for the home page. 911, 725, 804. So if you take the average, you will get the value 813 here.
Okay.
Okay, right. So let's see. Let's see. So how is they calculating? Do you have any ideas on macros?
Oh, yeah, VB macros.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, it's similar to Excel macros like that. So I will write it now
Okay.
average formula. See, so I'm taking the average. AV average. 1 minute, 1 minute. So do you have any idea on these macros? What I'm doing, are you
No.
getting it?
Uh,
No, I'm just calculating the
you're
average of
using
all the
some
10 values.
formulas, right?
Yes, yes.
Right.
There's a Excel formula. It will be inbuilt in the Excel.
Right.
Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm just calculating the average. See, I got 3.07.
Okay.
So if you take a Cal C and if you calculate, add all this by 10, you will get the same value, 3.07.
Right.
Okay, I'm just add. So I'm using the Excel formulas to calculate better.
Okay.
Okay. So now, so if you have 1,000 requests like this, okay. So so do you observe all the 1,000 requests or do you will observe the average for the first time?
Average.
Obviously average, right? We can't go for all 1,000 requests and we can't check the values. So, okay, if you got some
Right.
average 3.071, okay. So, for our request, for being of 1,000 users load test, you are getting average value 3.01 second. So, we will
Right.
compute that average value on. You can't go to for the 1,000 requests, you can't take average of all 1,000 requests on your manual. You will be the tool itself directly.
Right.
Right. So, now, if due to some memory issue or some issue, for one user, you got 7 seconds as a response time.
Right.
Okay, and for another user you got 9 as a response time. Right. So see, now the average was 4.05.
Right.
So if you assume that it is like 1,000 users, right? So out of 1,100 values are got different due to some issues. So obviously the average has been changed.
Right.
Right. So now what you thought? Okay, you will think like that. Okay, 4.0 is average time. So you will you
Right.
will convert to the client also. Okay, 4.05. But actually what happened? Two users are getting the wrong values due to some issues. So is this
Okay.
4.05 is correct? Is not.
Yes, it's not.
Yeah, 1 minute. I got a call. Yeah, 1 minute.
Okay.
Hello. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, Ravi.
Yeah, sorry. Call from office.
Okay. You want to go?
Okay. No, 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 no. Yes, it's done.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So, like, say, so if so, what will happen? What is happening here? So we are getting confused with the values. Actually, this is wrong. But
Right.
based on the 1,000 or 10,000, we can't check for each individual call.
Correct.
Obviously. So do you avoid these type of issues to find out whether all users are getting proper values or not? So we will decide the based on these values. Median 90%, 95%, 99%.
Okay. What
Okay.
is the 90
So
percentage formula?
yeah, I will tell you all those things. Okay. So first I will give you the high level, like what these are 90, 95, 99. So in the median is a 50%. Okay,
Right.
it is same as like 90, 95, but it is 50% of the line. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Okay. So let's you have a one, 4, 3, 4, 3, 7, 9, 5. Okay. How many? 6. Okay. Uh, let me Hey, what happened? 1 minute. Hmm.
Excuse me.
Yeah, so you have a 1 to 10 values. Okay, so uh, so can you tell me that out of these 10 values, okay, how many values are under 5.1?
5 values.
Okay, so under 5.1, 5 values, right? So, so what are the values? Uh, but oh, okay, 1 minute. Mm, no, question would be like you'll get a better clarity. I'm thinking in that way. Mm, okay. Yeah. So out of these 10 values, okay. So 9 values are under which value? The count
Under
of the values
9.
should be 9 under.
Under 8.
No, no, no. What could be the value? And it should be under 9 values. It would be 9.1.
Under 9.
Under 9.1, how
So
many
9
values you can
values
find
are
out?
9 values.
Yeah, 9 values. So that's the same, right? So if you take the 9 values, so what could be the maximum of these 9 values is like no, what is the value under this 9 is 9.1.
Yeah.
You got it? So same way, like 50% means 50% of the line means so 50% of the total values. How many we have 50%? What? So what is the 50% of the total values?
Sorry?
5 values. So 50% of the line means
50% is 5.
no,
5.
no, no, no. 50% line. The definition of the 50% line is okay. So if you have 100 values, then you need to take 50% means 50 values.
Right.
So what is the maximum? What could be the value which you can represent all the 50% values under that number? That is a 50% line.
Right.
Okay. So here the median is 50% of the line. Median is 50% of the line. Means if you take a 804, you can find 50% of the values under this value.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see for this one also. So we have a formulas in what is in Excel. So 50% formula is standard deviation S standard SDD standard deviation on the 1 minute. Actually, I forgot the correct formula. Hope so. Let's see. So I am taking the standard deviation of these 10 values. No, 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 no,
Okay.
no. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. 1 minute, 1 minute. It's not standard deviation. Okay. Just 1 minute. Percentile. Yes, got it. Okay. The formula is percentile. Percentile. Okay. Percentile. Yes. So if you want 50% means you need to give 0.5 comma value of arrays. So I'm selecting the 10 values, right?
Right.
What happened? 1 minute. It's got something wrong. What happened? Array K. Oh, array K. First we need to give the array. Okay, okay. So I have given in the wrong way. Okay. Comma 0.5. See? So 3.11. So if you take 50% of the 10 values, out of 50% means 5 values, right? So if you
Right.
take the 5 values, it will be under 3.11. Okay. So let's see. Let's assume that we have some 3.10 and 2.98. Okay. So see here the weight is now 3.055. So under this value there will be 5 values. Okay. Same way now we can calculate 90%. Just be with the patience, you will get it clearly once I done with this. Percentile. Take the array comma 0.9. 90% means 0.9. If you want, just note down the
Right.
videos. Note down the yes. See 3.131. Okay.
Right.
So if you take 90% means 9 values. So if you take the 9 values, it will be under 3.131. Okay. Let's take the 95 now. Percentile. I bet you can't find this in the Google also. 0.95. See 95 means 0.95.
That's why I'm attending your session.
Good joke. Okay. See 95 you got
Why? It's
3.1, right?
not.
Yeah, yeah, I'm just kidding. I got it. I'm just kidding. 99%. Okay, let's see. Same 99% means per 0.99.
Right.
Percentile. Percentile. Array comma 0.99. See, so if you take 1,000 values or 10,000 values, this 90, 95, 95, 99% values should be approximately near to these values.
Right.
Yeah. So if you got these like this, it means they are all getting in the proper way.
Right.
So yeah, suppose let's see one value has been changed like previous 7. See now the 50% is fine 3.005. Okay, it is near to average. Okay, assume that. Now 90% 3.6, even it is fine. Now see 90% 5.3 and 99% 6.66. So there is something wrong. You can clearly see the difference, right? Whenever you see like this,
Right.
okay, yeah, there is something like there are some users they are getting wrong values.
Right.
So now you need to concentrate on the go to results table and you have to see, okay, why what are the users which are getting the high values. See now it is as a like 10 values we can't see much difference, but is more than the 500 100 you see the clear difference between this 90%, 95%, 99%.
Right.
Okay, so you got it right. How to use these values. So in the interviews,
Yes.
they will ask this question only. If you come on the result spot, because most of the people don't know, like they know 90% proper means they don't know how it is calculating and what or how to measure these values and how to check these values.
Right.
Okay, now you got it right. 90%, 95%, 99%. See, if some other
So,
another is
like,
saying,
how do I interpret in the interview?
no, they will ask what is 90%. So what you will tell? So if you have a 10 values or 100 values, 90% of the values will be
Like,
under
what
this
kind of
value. Yeah,
what is
directly they will
90%?
ask
So
like
I
this
have
question
to
only.
tell.
Yeah, just tell that okay, if you have one request and if you executed for 1,000 times, you will get 1,000 values. So as we can't check the all 1,000 values individually, so what we will do? We will prefer average value only. So if so, there would be some users they might get a wrong values. So to check those type of scenarios, we use the 90%, 95%, 99%. So most of the time they should be near to the all the 90%, 95, 99. They should be near values like 3.6, 3.7, 3.8. There should be some near like this. There should be much difference.
Right.
Okay, got it. So let's check for this one now.
Yeah.
So let's give forever. Let's give one. No, let's give 50 here. Let's give one. Let's see. See, okay. Now you can see for the home page the average is 2501. What I have given 50 or 5? 51. Okay. But why I got only 5 times on it? Oh shit. Okay. Okay, 1 minute, huh? I'm disable this. See, the 90% is 3726, 95 3826, 99 is 4050. They are near to the values. Okay, whenever you got a difference between these three values, then there is something wrong between the sum of the users.
Right, but they are not close to average, right?
No, it won't close to average. Why? How could it be close to average? See, average means it will take the 10 values and it will do average. Okay, 50%, 95, 90 more than, see, if you have 10,000 values, okay, what will the 90%? 9,000 values, right? So we are representing the 9,000, we are representing one value. So if you take that value, 9,000 values will be under that value. See, here you can't see the 3.67 here. If you take 3.607 means you will see 9 values. So see, assume that, okay, what we have. Okay, see, let's remove the 7. So what are, so if you remove 7, how many values you have? 9 values.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 minute, 1 minute. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, see. So if you see, let's take 90% means the 9 values, right? So if you take this value 3.06 means 9 values will be under this value. This is the highest of the all the 9
Right.
values. Okay.
Okay.
So if you take, so it can't be equal to the average, right? Average is sum. So as it 10 values, you can able to see the near values, but it won't be because it's average. These are the not average. This is highest number.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So just do the test for some dummy website. You will get to know easily. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
minimum max, you know, right? So out of all the 50, what is the minimum max? What is the maximum value? Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Error percent. Error percent means if you got, see, I think we got some of the errors. Okay. So if you take video stable better, you can see. Okay. So we got some failed request. So that could be a count of the errors. Okay. Out of 10, if one is failed, you will see the 10% error here. That is calculate how many requests are
Yeah.
failed, based on that it will give the error value. That's it. So throughput, TPS means at that time the server is accepting 10 requests per second. At that time the server throughput is 10 TPS. So you will get the about throughput in the next lesson clearly. Don't worry about that. Okay. Yeah, this is the formula of kb per second is
Okay.
like a formula of throughput. You will get, I will tell you in the later parts clearly. Okay, so in the aggregate report, you need to concentrate on the average, sorry, median 90, 95, 99 in this report. From the variables table, you will concentrate on the latency and sample time. Okay, in the aggregate report, you will concentrate on the median 90, 95, 99.
Right.
Okay, so you got it right, aggregate report and how the method of calculating these formulas.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go for summary report. Okay, so summary report is similar to remaining reports, but here one values are different. That value of standard deviation. See, you can find average, minimum, maximum from remaining reports, but you can't find standard deviation from any report. So each report have a each spell thing. Okay. So I will tell you what is the standard deviation, how each value difference. Okay. Let's go again Excel. So standard deviation is nothing but the difference between uh, each value. See, suppose
Right.
see
Like you take an average and then subtract from that value, something like that, right?
there is something formula, but I will tell you simple way. So if you take 2 to 1 difference, how much? 1, right?
One. Yeah.
3
Yeah.
minus 2, 1. 4 minus 3, 1. 5 minus 4, 1. 6 minus 5, 1. 7 minus 6, 1. 8 minus 7, 1. 9 minus 8, 1. 10 minus 1, 9. So standard deviation is nothing but the difference between relative values. Simply.
Right.
Okay. Let's assume that if you are doing similar like this way, so what you are expecting? You are expecting like for all the requests, the response time could be a same, like approximately same. Is it?
All the requests approximately the
No, no.
response
See,
time
if
should be
if
the
you
same.
run,
Okay.
yeah, it should be the same because you are running for same request but different user. That's it. So there will be little bit difference between each value. So if you calculate the standard deviation for those requests, then
Right.
it would be very less. Is it? If you are getting a deviation high means the values are getting wrong. Got the
Yeah.
concept? So let's see. So let's calculate the standard deviation for above formula equal to standard
Right.
Standard deviation. There's a lot of fun. STD. Let's calculate for this. See, we got 1.25, right? So if you think we have some 18 here. See, the standard was changed. So how we'll measure whether, see, if you added 5 values, you can clearly, and one you can clearly observe. But you have 10,000 values, you can't guess the standard deviation, right? So even though we are seeing the value, but we can't judge the value is good or not,
Right.
right? So for this, what we have to do is, suppose if you are getting the values in the hundreds, like 90s, 80s, okay, like 87, some 90 values, 80 values, then the deviation will be 30 to 40. If your response times are thousands, some 1200, 1100, 1300, then the deviation should be 200, 300s. You
Okay.
got it? So it's something. So I will tell you the graph results properly. That is the next listener. Okay. As of now, standard deviation is simple one. There are deviation between the each values. Okay. So the lesser the deviation, the better the
Right.
performance. Okay. So I told you right in the starting itself. So we need to run the test for at least minimum 4 to 5 times. Then only we will take average of all the trials. Then only we will confirm that okay, this could be, this could be. So in all the trials, the deviation should be like equal or should be less than, not greater than. Not greater than the 1 year's result or 5 years result. Okay. Do you got it?
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a summary report. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. You're
Hello.
comparing standard deviation with which result?
Yeah. See, first you will run the result, right? First you will run the script. So you get the one value set. Now second time you will run the
Yeah.
same script.
You're comparing standard deviation with which result?
Summary report, not which result. See, I will tell you. The
Right.
first time you will run the script. So you got some
Okay.
set of values. So at that you can't judge it properly. So even second time you will run it. Now you need to compare the standard deviation of previous results. Whether it's getting high or low.
Right.
At the first instant, you can't judge the standard deviation. Okay, you need to run 5 to 4 times. Now you get to know
Okay. Okay.
how the standard deviation is varying, is increasing or decreasing, something like that.
Okay.
Okay, but lesser the deviation, better the performance.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So now next listener, graph result. This is the last listener. Okay, so basically as of our performance, we will depend on these 5 listeners.
Right.
V-results tree, V-results table, aggregate report, summary report, graph results. So with this, you can analyze your application server easily, 80% or 70%. So you will get to know how the application is behaving for the particular calls or particular load. Okay, if you understand these things properly, then you can, we have a lot of listeners, right?
Okay.
So you can understand all those things because they all based on these 5 results only. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, let's start. Let's see. For the graph results, to
Yeah.
understand the, this one, if you have a keep, like if you have a keep the load of some 5 or 6 and loop count 1, you won't get anything. If I run it, see, you get some dots, like you can't understand this one. Okay, to understand the better, to understand the application server clearly, without now we don't have a server access of the JMeter, so of the web load something, right?
Right.
So to observe how the application is behaving, so with this graph results you can able to observe clearly. So just
Okay.
I will tell you each step clearly now. Let's see. So for to understand the graph results, always prefer forever loop
Okay.
and start with the first one user and forever loop.
Okay.
Okay. So and just go for run the script for 5 or 10 minutes. Okay. See, let's now I'm clearing all the things and I'm running with the one user forever loop. Okay. So let's will run the script for 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. So here you need to neglect this data and this median. So blue one is average means average response time, deviation means standard deviation, throughput means the transactions per second server was handling. Okay, these are the throughput means at that time server was handling how many requests per second. Okay, if you come under below you can see number of samples. It means total these number of samples are executed to the server now.
Right.
Okay, latest sample. Latest sample means response time of the last sample. You got this latest sample. Response time of the last sample. See, if I stop it now, it will be 127 samples. Assume that. So this latest sample is the 127th sample response time.
Okay.
Okay, and the average is response time. What here response time is? I told you right. The basic unit of JMeter is millisecond.
Right.
So it is 0.47 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, deviation. Deviation is 73 deviation, 72 something. So we don't know if it's good or bad. So just leave like that. Next, throughput. Throughput means, see now here at this time, this WebLoad MP store server is handling 125 requests per minute.
Okay.
Okay, so let's keep it for 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, okay. So it this value will be would be a constant after some time. See now it is changing, right? So it will become a constant after some time. Why? Because why it became a constant? Any
Sorry.
guess? See now it's changing, right? 249, 277, something like this. Are you able to see the values?
Yeah, I'm able to see the values.
Yeah, okay. So at some point it will become constant. Why? Because the server was full with the load.
All right.
So it became a constant at some time. So okay.
Right.
So yeah. So if you see here, this is a space. Okay. If graph reached at this point, see now it is reaching, right? If it reaches the end,
Mm-hmm.
see this is the last one. Due to scroll bar, this is the last one. So if it touches the graph at this line, like end of the graph, okay, it will back come again from this side. It will be overridden.
Right.
Okay, so most of the people get confused why the graph is coming from this side. Or so most of the people like that they will under like under this like at the last, and they don't know what is happening here. So if it was if we meet the end point, then it will come back from again. Like this is a
Okay.
fixed space. Okay, now see. So it's being so it's like some answer something. So let's note down the values. Let's stop it. I think it being 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let's stop it. Okay. So just we will note down the values. So how many samples? 480, right? So let samples will be 480. Okay, deviation, TPS, response time. So these are the important things. So what is the D here? 71. Okay, what is the TPS here? 127.
470.
Okay, response time 0.467 means 467 means 0.4 seconds.
Okay.
0.4 seconds. How much time we have had run the script? 5 minutes. Right? So
Right.
now, so what you will do is now next clear everything. Now execute with the two users. Okay. So now what should happen? Now it is one user. If it's two user, the response time should be same as 0.47 second. It should not increase. If we got 0.47, right? It should be 0.47 only for the two users also.
Okay.
Okay. Next, the deviation should be less or little bit high, not like more than like a 90, 100. Okay, and the TP should be double. If we are getting 127, right? So double of 127 is some 260 something, right? It should be around 240 to 260.
Right.
If any one of the value, like if we didn't get any expected values from this area, then we can consider that there is a problem with the server or it is not handling two users load.
Okay.
Okay, and one important thing is make sure that no one is running the script, no one is keeping the load on the same time like us. Because see, they are keeping the load and we are keeping the load. The values is not proper then.
Right.
So make sure that no one is running the script. Only we are the one person which is using that environment or server. At that time only these results will be clear.
Right.
Okay. See now, let's see. The TPS should be double. The response should be same. That is the main important things. Okay. Let's run for the two users. There is something wrong. We are getting errors. One minute, they are getting errors. Let's clear it. Something wrong. Okay. So let's wait for 5 minutes. Same again. See, always compare the results with the time. If you're running the 10 minutes for the from one user 5, then run the remaining user for the 10 minutes time only. So how we can run the 10 minutes or 20 minutes? So we have another one. I told you right in the starting scheduler. What scheduler will do? If you give the forever count, then these will be active. Is it? So here I will give duration as a 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Then I will keep it like that. So it will run and it will stop after the 5 minutes properly.
Okay.
See, throughput is like it's like 250. What we got from the previous one? 127. I told you that for the two users it should be double.
Right.
So we are getting the expected value. See, now we don't know whether they are like any people are using this website or not because I don't have the sub access. So we are assuming that that's why, but it's not a good one.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So deviation is 82. It's fine. Okay, and average is see 0.46. Before I think it was 0.47.
Right.
Okay, it's good. It's good right now as it's good. See, if server was not handling these values, like server was as some many memory issues, then what will happen is this throughput value will be decreased immediately. Now it's 240, right? It will become a 200, 120, 100. like that, and the response time will be increased. Point is now 451, right? It became 100, sorry, 500, 800, 900, and you can see clearly break here in this graph. This value will like down and this value will like up. Okay, so you can clearly see the break point here.
Okay.
This is very important graph listener. So 90% will cover with this one only clearly. Whether the server is able to taking our load or not. Simple one. That's it.
Do we export these results and send to client, or how is it?
No. We will like see.
This
I
is
have
only for
written
our
Excel, right?
purpose.
No. What we
Right.
will do is we will write this. We will send this report to client this way. One user like this one, two like this one, and you will write here points should be observed or point observed like this. For the two user, the value should be like this, but it is not meeting the expected value.
Right.
Yeah, the response time should be same for all the users, but is not meeting the is not getting that value. Something you will write based on observations. Okay. So okay, let's stop this. So you got it right, 240 something here and 0.461 here, and 70 deviation.
Right.
So let's note down the values again. Throughput is 237. It is 0.46. Let's leave our samples because we are not considering it. So what is the deviation here? See, deviation 76. It's very better. Okay. Let's go for 5
Yeah.
users now. See, for 5 users, what could be the TPS? 127 into 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
5
And the
years.
response time should be same. Okay. So
Right.
127 into 5 means it's around 650 something. 630 something. Okay. Let's run
Right.
for 5 users. So let's for over 2 to 3 minutes, then we will check.
Yeah.
Why it was executed? It was stopped. Something wrong. Stopping because end time detected. Oh, sorry. Oh shit.
Okay.
5
It's
seconds
getting fine.
exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's run again. See, observe the throughput, it was decreasing gradually. If it's decreasing means there is something wrong in the server side. See,
Right.
and deviation is 163. So let's wait for some time. See, if you see the green and blue, they are mixing something like that. Say, so there is struggling. The server is struggling to take the load.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be constant. Better if you should have constant, but it's struggling like this because we don't know server access now. Whether server is busy or don't know, right? So we can't judge it properly. Okay, so let's stop this. Okay, so it should be around 600, but we got 468. Sorry, 431 the throughput. Deviation is very high. It should be some like we got from one either 271 something 76, but 200 is not a good value. Okay, you can see clearly the deviation is very high here. Okay, and the average value is also 5.58. It should be zero point 0.4 only. So if we know the server access, if the server was free and we are the only one person who are using it, then we can conclude that server, this application server is not taking the load of 5 users. Okay, so if we deploy this in the production or live, if 5 users are accessing the server, they won't get, they will get a huge response times than what we expected. Okay, so these are the 5 listeners. We will analyze our application.
Okay.
Okay, got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So tomorrow we'll start the timers assertions tomorrow. Okay, okay. See you
Yeah,
then.
sure.
Bye.
See you then. Bye.